Hi guys. I don't know if you saw yesterday, but Sally Yates, the former acting attorney general, was on the Rachel Maddow show. And this reminded me about something that I haven't really looked into very much, which is Michael Flynn. Okay. I remember I may have done one reading on him. Okay. And it's pretty obvious that from articles that came out that he's deeply involved with Russians. I think there were calls with the Russian ambassador where he was discussing reverting the sanctions, and then there was some. I remember this news about this. It kind of went sort of disappeared, I guess, about him texting someone why as the Trump inauguration was happening, that there was like, oh, this is our $4 billion deal right now or something. Somebody that he had worked with in his consulting business or lobbying thing, whatever that was. So having said that, and obviously because he pled guilty, the evidence must be gigantic against him, right? And out of all the traitors, I think he's the other. I mean, Trump is the president, right? So that's horrific in itself. But Trump had no history in politics, right, or in the government. And Michael Flynn, however, and I think I've said it in earlier readings before, he betrayed his troops. He betrayed the military. I mean, there's something really deep about the level of betrayal, which is very shady, okay? So I'm gonna, guys, as I say this, I have my little pillow here to close my eyes, and I forgot, to make sure I protect myself when I do this, because I feel like this could be really one of those dark ones, okay? Sorry, I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay. Okay. So, all right, guys. So my question is, what evidence of Michael Flynn's behavior, okay, or criminal activity, illicit activity, or connections with Russia, did Sally Yates, as acting attorney general, came in contact with that so alarmed her that she went to the White House to alert them, okay? So, and the thing that happened, it wasn't just obviously that she alerted them, but that she told them. And Don McGann, who was another very shady person I need to do an update on, the first thing he asked, as she said yesterday, he asked, so, is this a counterintelligence investigation or is just a criminal thing? Isn't that strange? I mean, why would you care to know that? Doesn't matter, bitch. So anyway, because it's sort of the thing, you work with somebody as a criminal. Well, has it killed somebody? No. Or, or something like, I don't know, well, anyway. Obviously there's different degrees, but we're talking about something very serious here, okay? So I want to know what was it that she saw then that made her so, because she comes across as such a credible person and so serious and so together, okay? And guys, I find it very interesting, this whole thing with men and women and the workforce and everything, because I feel like women are so good at details and dotting the I's, and you know what I mean? So if she saw something, it must have been very serious. Okay, so this is my question. It's like, what was it? What does she know? Okay, what was it that alarmed her? I'm just curious. Okay, so I'm gonna close my eyes and I find out. Guys, what's strange here is that the first thing I saw was a video. it never occurred to me that there could be a video, but it was one of those videos. I feel like he's entering a building and it's like the envelope situation. It's so funny, and I feel like it's sometimes I wonder if it's because I've watched all these stories about spies and how they, the picking up. But I see him. There's envelopes, and I think thick of cash, exchanging, picking up, dropping off something. Okay, and I don't know. This could be that after. I believe, guys, that actually Michael Flynn gave very important intelligence to the Russians, okay? But this happened probably after this whole thing. But what it's showing here is that him entering some sort of building, okay, and picking up this thing, I think he's picking up an envelope or dropping off an envelope. There's no exchange. So as if the whole thing, it was just, was done, right? It's pick up, drop off situation. There is conversations. Okay, and I feel like because there was concern about the blackmail, but I think the first thing that it showed me was the money exchange. So it could be also that it's symbolic, okay, but for some reason I see her watching a video of him. It's kind of like, what does security camera, whenever there's a crime and there's somebody recorded a security camera. It's a pretty good quality of the video, but it's a video of security camera. Him in a building that looks, what does it look like? Is it a regular office building? Almost like not post office. I don't think it's in the US, okay? Or there's an envelope that looks like the foreign mail envelope. It doesn't look like it looks like some envelopes that I've seen, for example, in the UK. Or like, I just haven't seen those for sale in France or something, but not here for some reason, okay? And it's oh my god, it's so specific, right? It's bizarre. It's like, okay, so this is like this is for Muji. It's like a Japanese notebook, A5. No, it's bigger than this. It's a little bigger, and it's thick with. What would it transport? It's like one of those envelopes it's like those brown envelopes that has sort of padding inside, not the bubble ones, not the light ochre ones, but the darker brown. As if the cardboard is a little harder than that. Okay, so yeah, so I think it's some Russian building. I don't know, guys. I have a feeling it's some sort of Russian building. He's picking up something at an embassy. Okay, somewhere like that, like abroad, not in the U.S., not in Russia, but somewhere like it's out of some Russian embassy somewhere, picking up or dropping off something. Okay, and what else? There's conversations about the. Kislyak, Lavrov, a woman. There was a woman there. Woman. Oh, there's videos of him having sex with some woman. Yeah, I think. And by the way, I'm remembering he has some sort of relationship with someone. I forgot, an assistant or something. I forgot. And the woman was supposed to be some sort of Russian. And now it's coming back. A long time ago there was this, and I forgot about it. So what's the deal with this woman? There's video of him having sex with her. She has to set up the camera. They do it for everybody. They, honey trap or whatever. Yeah, and it's showing, guys, that I feel like I felt that about him before, that he's totally brainwashed. And I remember this, I'm not surprised you can elaborate, because I feel like he's totally brainwashed, guys. He's like, yeah, let's you see him, he was like, lock her up. Like, he's crazed. And it's kind of like Trump, but in a way, see, it's hard to say if it's worse, but there's something about him. He's crazy too, but he has, like, Trump also, he wants revenge. Oh yes, Trump also wants, what is it about this, like, specific anger? Oh, it's showing, guys. And it's putting, I'm now going to the woman that he's connected to, he was connected to. She's at, I don't know, the KGB's, whatever spy school they have. I don't know if it's a meeting or class that she was taking, or the class says the most important thing to recruit someone is anger. They have to be angry at someone. They want to get their revenge on someone. So you can help them with that. So feeding that anger. Okay, what is the motivation? I think here, Clearly, it is financial, but ultimately there's like a payback. He feels, and I feel like it's going back from his something about his young life, and it reverted. What was it? The event. I feel like he had big goals for himself, and there was this two side thing about him, and he didn't get the promotions he wanted, or he wanted more power. I don't know if it was the firing from Obama, something where something is napped in him, and he wanted revenge. He's like, nobody's taking this away from me. I'm paying back. I'm destroying this. And I think, guys, this is what's so scary about him. No, he bought into the Russian model, but he also knew. This is a little bit. This is like, I'm glad I have the bubble of light. Okay, it's so chilly. It's chilly because it's like a black hole inside of him that knows that what he's doing is extremely destructive. And I'm sorry. Thank God I have the bubble. I'm protected. But I see him. There's someone I've seen this person. Who is it? There's an army person. I feel like I've seen his face before. I don't recognize because I'm like, what is the Navy? What is the Army? Oh, those are boats and airplanes. Oh, the Earth. Oh, the walk. Because I'm that loud. That's my level. But I've seen this guy. Who is this guy? Pulse. Guys, it's okay. I'm gonna stop because I feel like I want to look up this person. Hold on. I don't know if it's this person. Hold on. Okay. Guys, I was looking and I just can't find this person. I wonder because you know what, for the image of the person that came to my mind was Hank Paulson. Hank Paulson was the head of Goldman Sachs around the financial era. I don't know why I thought, to me he looks like a general, or there's somebody who looks like him. I was like, that guy is Hank Paulson. Strange. I think there's a general that reminds it, and I feel like I've seen this person in some sort of army uniform or military uniform, but I can't. I don't know. Well, I feel like, well, John Kelly vaguely resembles Paulson, but it's somebody who looks like that. It reminds me of Hank Paulson. I'm sorry. So I have to look up. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna look up again to see if there's anybody else, and I'll come back. This is Hank Paulson. It's crazy that I'm kind of obsessed about this. There's somebody in the army who looks like some military person looks like him. Okay, obviously this guy is not a military person, and I feel like John Kelly kind of looks like him a little bit. But anyway, so what I mean to say is that going back to the reading, is that whoever this person I'm seeing is somebody in the military who really hurt him from his perspective. Okay, so he wants revenge on this person. There's one person that he really doesn't like. And he feels that it's not just Obama, okay, it's somebody else also. He feels like there's quote unquote a conspiracy against him. And whatever he's doing, whatever the information he's giving to the Russians has to do with harming this person. Now, Hank Paulson, like I said, somebody who looks like that and he's in the army, shaved head, looks like this a little bit, okay? I'm going to stop. Anyway, I'm back. So I couldn't find whoever it is that I'm thinking of. So anyway, so it's, like I said, the actions have to do with the motivation to find revenge. And I hope that I've closed off the bracket where I was talking about the woman and what she was learning in the spy school, whatever she attended, was that the best targets were the angriest ones, and the way to find information was to, it's like, touch that wound, okay, and trigger the revenge and have the person talk about how they're going to execute the revenge on someone. And I wonder if some of this may have been recorded she may have seen the information. So I feel like okay, so no, I see this, like I said, the recording of him at some Russian embassy dropping off things. I see phone calls. And there was this business deals, but I almost feel like the business deals, and there's a whole thing with there's Turkey, Iran, something in Africa. There's a lot, like a lot of big deals of this arms, things that he himself knows are illegal, okay, or that are, there's something, and I feel this very strongly, guys can't beat them, join, not, no, it's not that, it's like, there's nothing he wants to join. It's almost like if he can get to the top of where he wanted to go, he's gonna destroy everybody who could, or it's like he lost his mind kind of thing, okay? And the Russians were very good at that. And it's almost like, oh, this is showing here. They were able to give him the sense of importance that he craved. Okay, so they knew that this was an important facet of his character, and they kept pushing that. So how, okay, so then I understand why she has this. Financial transfers, all. And I feel like different from many people that they catch, I feel like this. He had a serious agenda here, okay, that is consistent with, again, I always talk about him, Robert Hansen, but kind of like there's something destructive, there's something, but more like he was proactive, okay? And it's giving me, oh, it's giving me the answer, guys. You know what? Because one of the big mysteries of this whole thing is his son. His son is always on Twitter pushing obvious Russian propaganda. I think his son is not very smart, obviously, but it's showing him that the son was educated. The dad told him, look, we're going to get these. I'm going to get my place. And they're giving the place that I've deserved. They're giving it to me, so let's do it. Let's destroy this bullshit. All these people who didn't give me what I deserve it. It's me. It's like, they're going to know I did it. I screwed them over, whatever. It's kind of like, it's really scary, guys. And it shows the moment of the flip. Okay, like there's this flip where the person goes the other way. And it's like, it's very hard to unwind them, okay? Because it's almost like a chemical reaction or something is showing. It's like they lose their mind kind of thing, okay? So, very strange. So anyway, so that's that, okay? So that's it. She has this evidence about him really on many fronts, actively taking money, taking calls, doing whatever it is that they want, because he has a, oh my God, okay. Oh my God. Okay, so I was gonna say they have, they give him the one, and I see him giving blueprints or something about army information, okay, military information of locations or buildings, something like that. And so sad to say, but I feel like it's blueprints, I think, of buildings or locations, and I sense that within whoever it was that he was presenting to, okay, this is very high levels. And I remember now this, guys, there's this, you can research this, news that Michael Flynn was one of the very few Americans who ever went in and left, right? The headquarters, left alive. The headquarters of the KGB. He went to give a lecture there and stuff. KGB meaning FSB, whatever you call it. So it's showing, guys, that he's giving this information, and the Russian people are like, wow, I can't believe. They're happy that they got it. I'm not talking about Lavrov and all that. It's like he's talking to the Russian military people, okay? He went in their meeting. It's not necessarily, like I said, it's not the spy people. It's people who understand more military-related situations. So he's giving them this, and the Russians are like, wow, I can't believe. This is great for us, but I can't believe does he realize what he's doing? Okay, because it's so important to them, this information, okay? They're like, wow, I can't believe, wow, I guess it's good for us, but does he know what he's doing? Okay, they were aware of this, okay? So, and it's sad, guys, it's very heartbreaking to see, because I see that they're like, oh, I used to respect this guy, but look at him, he's a traitor. It's interesting to see from their perspective, because again, the people that he's presenting to are not the people who handle the spies or whatever, right? It's the military division, whatever it's called. So, and I feel like these people are actually in uniform as they're talking to him. They're sitting in front of a lecture, like not a very big room, okay, but a lecture for about 20 people. And I sense that there's somebody in this room who is passing information to the US, and it's like, oh my God, wow, 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 wow. And this, when was this? Right before and after. Yeah, I feel like it's before the inauguration, guys, okay? I don't know. I don't know exactly the date of this, but it's giving me this, what he gave to them, okay? So I think, because what I'm looking for here is evidence. So there's some sort of evidence that stuff that he had, and I believe this could be related to the stuff he did in the Middle East right before he was kicked out or something. Because I'm getting Afghanistan. I don't know if he was ever in Afghanistan. I don't know. I don't know if he got somewhere like something. Okay, so this was not related to what he did as he was working for Trump, but the depth of the information he was willing to share with them. Okay, because I'm getting here, guys. Interesting. Almost like something died in him. Okay, and it's like he's grieving that he couldn't get whatever he wanted, and the way that he grieves is to kind of like give away all this stuff. So strange, so strange. It's interesting, guys, doing these readings, because you get to understand the human mind, or how people see the world. It's very different from your own, or how you would think of things, but there he is. Okay, so that's another way of how they catch this information, that he was betraying the US, okay, in that way. And that's that. Okay, so, but then I'm thinking, why couldn't they catch him before? Why wouldn't they? There wasn't enough evidence. The information that the guy gave was kind of, what is it called? A rumor, or some slight evidence, or it's like hard to prove or something like that. Okay, so, oh my God, wow. So that's that, guys. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna stop here. Okay.